Hi, this is Vic, and today I'm motivated to talk to you about some technology. Technology that can be used to either save a person's life or help them maintain their quality of life. Sometimes recovering from a surgery is like recovering from a disease, because after all, when you when a person goes through surgery, your body is in fact damaged. When they make an incision in your body, that is damage to your body, and you have to recover from it. Your body needs to, the muscles and nerves and whatever, have to recover from that damage. And fortunately, there's technology out there that allows us to avoid that additional damage in order to treat a disease. Cancers or tumors in various parts of the human body can be treated without surgery. And oftentimes, doctors will like, for example, my primary care physician sent me to a specialist. Now, a specialist was guess what? He was a surgeon. So guess what he's going to recommend? He's going to recommend surgery. Now, and what I'm getting ready to talk about is some technology, absolutely wonderful technology that can allow a person, whether man or woman, to avoid surgery, possibly avoid surgery. I put it like that. They could possibly avoid surgery. Uh, and that technology I'm talking about specifically is the CyberKnife. And the main thing that I want to get across to you during this presentation is show you how to find a CyberKnife hospital, a hospital that has a CyberKnife in it, as close to you as possible. As you can see on the screen, at the top of my screen, I am at the website CyberKnife. Oops, let me click off of that. I'm at cyberknife.com, and I'm going to go ahead and select USA, and then I will select my state, North Carolina. I will not enter a zip code, and the 5 miles there, that doesn't matter because the zip code hasn't been entered. I selected USA, I selected North Carolina, or you can enter zip code and select the number of miles from that zip code. I did not select the zip code, so the USA and the North Carolina is going to affect my search. So I click on search, and it shows 1 through 3 of 5 results. There are five hospitals with CyberKnife in them, in the state of North Carolina, according to this. There's 1, there's 2, there's number 3. I will click on next. And there's number 4, and there's number 5. Let's go back to the previous one. I want to point out something about that previous one. Let's see, Carolinas Medical Center, Northeast. 920 Church Street North, Concord, North Carolina. That is the very facility that treated me in 2007. And right now, today, it is 2017. That was the very facility that treated me. And I am so glad that I found it. Now, in 2007, I was diagnosed with, my doctor told, my primary care physician saw that my PSA level had raised and it was too high for his comfort, I suppose. And he told me that he told me that I should get it checked out, and he referred me to a specialist. The specialist was a surgeon, and guess what the surgeon recommended? Surgery. Now, he had the bedside manner of a bowling ball, and I did not want him to cut on me. And besides, I heard of the effects of having your prostate removed. Now, there's different micro surgeries or something like that, but you still suffer from incontinence and impotence. And I didn't want to go through that. It's like being instantly hit with a disease. And I did not want to go through that because at the time, the only symptom that was detectable that would indicate that I had prostate cancer was my PSA level in my blood. And everyone in the medical community told me that it would have been about 10 to 15 years before I would have seen any physical symptoms of prostate cancer. And that was now over 10 years ago that I got it treated. And they told me that right now would have been about the time that I would have been seeing physical symptoms. So I'm glad I got it treated. But anyway, I veered away from the main point. The main point was how to find a CyberKnife facility. And I'm going to enter my zip code, 28227. And let's say I'm willing to travel 25 miles. Click on search. And it shows up one. Okay, there's one within 25 miles. And that is the very one that treated me about 10 years ago. Now, if I change the 25-mile criteria to, let's increase it to 150 miles. I click on search. Okay, now within 150 miles of zip code 28227, there's 8 hospitals that have CyberKnives. And that's where they are. Let me see. There's South Carolina, again Fayetteville, North Carolina, and again Concord. Let's go to the next set of results. And there's Chapel Hill, North Carolina, and Asheville, North Carolina, Bristol, Tennessee. Excuse me. Okay, I'm going to modify my search criteria. Okay, and okay, USA, and there's no state selected. I'm going to click. I'm going to enter in the zip code for Connecticut. One city that I know of in Connecticut. I'm going to click on. I'm going to select within 75 miles of zip code 06519. I'll click on search, and we'll see what hospital has a CyberKnife facility within 75 miles of that area. And once again, I'm going to emphasize this. I didn't select a state. I typed in 06519, and in Stamford, Connecticut, there's one. Well, there's, first of all, on the right-hand side, we see there's 8 results. And right now we're looking at the first 3. The first 3 are there's the first one. There's another one, Stanford. And there's one, Long Island, North Shore Radiation Therapy, Smithtown, New York. Okay, and those are the 3 that are showing. And I'm going to go ahead and we'll see what the next set looks like. And again, we selected 06519, which I know for a fact is New Haven, Connecticut, within 75 miles of New Haven, Connecticut. And here's the second 4 to 6 of 8 results. And yeah, there's number 4 through 6 of 8 results. And let's go to the last set. 7 through 8 of 8 results, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and modify, instead of 75 miles, I'm going to say 10 miles of 06519 and click search. And no matter where you live, no treatment centers were found. Okay, I'll change it to within 50 miles then. Okay, and you see the results are different now. Same zip code, except instead of going 175 miles or whatever, I selected 50 miles. There's 4 results showing. A total of 4, and the first 3 are showing on the first page. And then if I go to the next page, then the next one should show up. And there it is. And no matter where you live in the country, type in your zip code. Well, actually, you can just, if you want to find a CyberKnife facility anywhere in your state, you can just select USA and then select a state, like for example Alabama. I'll go ahead and clear out this so I don't confuse the logic. And well, Okay, I leave zip code blank, and I click on search, and again, I'm searching anywhere in Alabama, and there's 2 in the state of Alabama. CyberKnife of Birmingham, University of South Alabama, Mitchell Cancer Institute. So again, no matter where you are in the country, it's good to have an option. Examine all of your options. If you should have I would recommend, if you have a cancer or a tumor somewhere, well, first let me tell you the process I went through with my prostate cancer. No doctor recommended the CyberKnife to me. Absolutely no one. 2 surgeons recommended surgery. They wanted to remove my prostate. I desperately searched for an alternative, and I found the CyberKnife. The CyberKnife, as you saw in my search results, is less than 30 miles from me. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina. The CyberKnife is in Concord, North Carolina. I did a couple of things. I don't remember the exact order I did them in, and I communicated with my insurance company. I made an appointment with the hospital that had the CyberKnife. The doctor that worked in the CyberKnife facility had a PSA. Had a biopsy done, additional biopsy done on me. He wanted to get a clear. He wanted to know exactly where the cancer was, where it was strongest, where it was weak, and he also gave me another score called a Gleason score. My Gleason score was 6. I'd not heard of a Gleason score up until this point. And like I said, my insurance confirmed that they would cover CyberKnife treatment. So that was a big relief on my part. And so that's what I went through. And it was a success. And in my opinion, the CyberKnife cured my prostate cancer, because it was over 10 years ago that I went through my CyberKnife treatment. And I strongly encourage anyone that was breast cancer, prostate cancer, lung cancer. I've met someone that has gone through breast cancer treatment with the CyberKnife. I met someone that has gone through lung cancer treatment with the CyberKnife. And according to them, they were successful. And their treatments were very similar to mine. They were able to drive or get driven from and to their treatments. It was done on an outpatient basis. They were not checked into the hospital like you have to do when they cut on your body or damage your body, because like I said, just cutting on your body, that's damaging your body, and recovering from that is difficult sometimes, and sometimes painful. But the CyberKnife is an absolutely glorious tool, and I love it. I'm trying to give it as much positive press as I can.